Hey guys, so in today's video I'm just gonna say, today I'm gonna be saying, it's time to say that this is gonna be another video I'm gonna make during the break from actual small content on this channel. It's not an actual break, it's just a break from regular content. Because apparently we're going again to Enchanted Kingdom soon. Yeah, I got pleated again. I got scammed again. Really? This is always the reason why you should always listen up to weather forecasts. Because now our house almost got flooded. I am not joking when I say that my house almost got flooded. Our house almost got flooded. No, actually, I am lying in the most part because when I say that my house got flooded, it's usually just the roads near my house that is flooded. But I would actually consider that the actual roads are flooded and also the entire house itself. Heck, an entire flood even happened in there too. Like, not just the roads this time, but also the entire house itself. Yeah, that was not cool at all. Well, since I also spotted in a controversy last video, since I spotted a controversy in like the last video, I kinda wanna prove some things in there. I kinda do wanna say that these things that were basically proven right. And I'm gonna explain all of the entire controversy in detail this time. I didn't even explain it in detail. I was just giving the props to TVJ because basically they literally made my new favorite show. Yeah. I'm not kidding. I am not joking if I say that I actually gave the props to TVJ. And I know I committed fraud, but I'm here to make up for the fraud I committed. So, here it is. The TVJ actor on E.A.T Bulaga. And proving it right. This time. No, actually, I'm summing. I'm sorry. But today, this video, I will explain in detail how E.A.T Bulaga and tape actually got together, and no, actually, tape got incorporated, and E.A.T Bulaga was formed. So, context. It was July of 1979. The guy, Joey De Leon, invited the Soto brothers, Tito, Vic, and Val to become a star in GMA7's Discorama, which was a GMA7 program from at least a few years back in the day, and basically it was loved by many other modern Filipinos out there. But still, some episodes weren't yet released by the GMA network themselves, or some episodes of Discorama weren't even aired on Pinoy Hits yet, so I don't know if it was actually a GMA7 program that got them along. but I do know that for a fact on the Wikipedia page, so don't mind me if it's actually not brief. Anyway, okay, the two Soto brothers, Tito and Vic, were the only Soto brothers who accepted De Leon's invitation. After they got into this Discorama, they got into student canteen and even teamed up with their own on-screen rival, the Apo Hiking Society. Yeah, apparently they were literally rivals with the Apo Hiking Society. I never knew that until I saw a Sunkai TV video documenting the entire thing. Jokes aside though, we have to actually explain it in brief, so let me explain it a little bit more brief than what I would usually how brief I would usually explain it in some videos. Anyway, oh my gosh. Anyway, It Bulaga was formed after the host of the show, Bobby Ledesma, had a disagreement with the TVJ. So they basically got kicked out and stopped appearing in student canteen episodes. And apparently there were some clips of the episodes with the TVJ on them. But yeah, it wasn't there no more. Apparently, Student Canteen also stopped being a program in 1990. The longest running noontime show, the actual longest running noontime show, apparently from 1950. Yeah, aired on 3 networks: GMA7, the Kapamilya Network, or at the past, CBN Channel 9, the Kapuso Network, or GMA7, and then RPN, which I think it actually ended in 1989, and instead of actually ending in 1990, because apparently RPN was sequestered by the government and yeah, by the PCGG, and it actually sucks because people were treated badly in the management of RPN. So now they renamed to New Vision 9. Probably still had Student Canteen in there as one of their programs. So after that they basically he rammed it and never became a show again. Or probably there's gonna be another revival of Student Canteen sometime soon. I don't know. Seems a little thing to me. I just thought of that. Jokes actually aside, for actual anyway, it then was formed. It Bulaga by PSI, and when they announced It Bulaga, they thought that it would be a good idea to make Tito, Vic, and Joey as the hosts. And heck yeah, it was. It was a good idea. And apparently they were getting paid from July all the way to September, to October actually. But then November, December, nope, no payment at all for work. apparently the money that was used on Eat Bulaga started wearing thin after literally like a long while. I never knew how that would happen in Eat Bulaga's history. I would assume it's from the student canteen. Yeah, that was nice. First of all, well, it was also announced that TVJ would be leaving after 44 years, but let's get into that later. But then, good news! There was more salary for the people, and well, guess what? That thing literally got freaking left in the taxi. Literally. That whole thing, whole salary that the TVJ got on Eat Bulaga, but Eat Bulaga, it basically got left in a taxi. I don't know how that happened, but apparently it did. I don't know how. I don't know why. But it got left in a freaking taxi. First of all, my opinions are, how dumb of a person could you be to literally leave someone's salary into a freaking taxi? I know that's an accident, don't worry. Just my opinion. Just don't bash it, please. And apparently he saw because then TVJ got their paycheck again. And this time it wasn't left on a taxi. Oh my gosh. But there was some really sturdy things with the show. That is that it switched hosts multiple times while the TVJ was still there as the originals. TVJ, it was then hosted by Chicky Holman. Then Chicky Holman left the show to join Student Canteen, apparently. Then Connie Reyes left Student Canteen to join Eat Bulaga. Then Connie Reyes then left the show because apparently she became a pastora during the early 1990s. That didn't work. But despite Isa and Connie's departure, they still got the song. All his lyrics. It hasn't changed. Yeah, it did not change at all. Basically until 1995 when it was replaced with Barkada Do Marami. Then the host was changed. And instead of being Tito Soto, Vic Soto, and Joey De Leon, and Connie Reyes, and Isa Segura. Instead, it was, I would only count some hosts here, so please bear with me. Bear with me. Tito Soto, Vic Soto, Joey De Leon, on Jose Manalo, Wally Bayola, and Paulo Benigno. Yeah, I don't know the last name of Paulo in the show, but of course, Joe Pao, the most iconic hosts in the show's history, are literally the Joe Paos. For only 2010s and sort of kids like me. But for the 90s kids, it would be really, really Connie Reyes. But yeah. No, actually, the reason why Connie Reyes left Eat Bulaga was actually because she was focusing on Connie Reyes on camera. I saw it on a Wikipedia article about her. So apparently, yeah, I just have to detail it to all of you. So yeah. She did become a pastora though. Oh, but she did become a pastora, but she did not leave Con Ideas on camera. The only show she left was E.A.T Bulaga. And apparently the last time and Con Ideas on camera premiered was pretty much when she went with the ABS CBN. Yeah. That would not be a good time. And to actually say so. I'm thinking that, oh my god, we got Con Ideas on camera now. And that's not a good time to actually say that. Say that to actually flex. Flex on people. The only people I'm flexing on is my cousins, because they basically always flex on me. Yeah. Okay, jokes aside. It was 1981 when Tape Incorporated wasn't incorporated. Duh. Tape Incorporated became incorporated on July 7, 1981. Due to the financial problems E.A.T Bulaga was basically having. At this point in time. So basically when E.A.T Bulaga was having financial problems, the PSI tried to save it by using all of its PBA earnings, and guess what? That didn't end well, because now they ended up breaking their entire company's bank account. I'm not so sure how that happened, because why would you actually try to spend all of your PBA earnings on a show that wasn't really doing good on ratings and expected to be number one? And now the company's entire bank account, you guys basically bricked it just to save an entire noontime show. That's all what you viewers are basically thinking. And yeah, that's actually a true story. They basically bricked their because Romeo Alasol had to use all of his PBA earnings to save the noontime show. And guess what? Romeo Alasol and Tony Tabiera basically ended up breaking their entire company's bank account just to save the noontime show. But don't worry, TVJ was actually already making money with the school bukol. The number one noontime show, but except it was literally once an entire week. And yeah, they only air once a week though, so it didn't really matter for the Halasos. Shut up, I'm explaining a commentary. Anyway, I'm basically trying to explain it because without interrupting me. So basically, they bricked their entire bank account. You know what they did? Well, they formed another company, Television and Production Experiments Incorporated, or TAPE, was founded on July 7, 1981. And their shows like Agila, Okay Cafe Rico, E.A.T Bulaga, all those shows were moved to Tape Inc.'s production components instead. So it was no longer PSI that were, basically producing all of those things. It was now Tape Inc. that were producing all those programs for us viewers. Thanks, Tape Incorporated. But we'll never thank you for completely removing the TVJ. I'm still mad about that. Anyway. Hey, I know you guys would basically call me as the YouTuber who never moved on. But you basically know I'm still mad at Tape Incorporated. And yeah. Bulaga also made a noontime TV history by launching their entire program onto DOMSAT, domestic satellite, which means that they literally served the entire Philippines. So its songs lyrics changed yet again to mula apari hanggang polo. All because of domestic satellite. Mula apari. Alright, done listening. Now, let's get to the real juicy stuff. 1989. 1989, when E.A.T Bulaga has... I'm sorry if I'm loud, okay? Sorry if I'm loud, okay? Alright. When on September, I don't know what date it is, but it's somewhere between in November or December 1989, because apparently on September they were still with RPN. So since RPN was sequestered by the Presidential Commissions on Good Government, they basically moved E.A.T Bulaga to another home. This time to their, I don't know, probably rival maybe? ABS-CBN. The Kapamilya has now found new hosts. Tito Soto, Big Soto, and Joey De Leon, and probably even more. It was such a good time for dude, this is quick oh my god. It was such a good time for the ABS-CBN network. Now my screen's frozen. There we go. Now it was a good time for the ABS-CBN network because basically they were and GMA took all that fame in 1995 when E.A.T Bulaga was moved again, with its contract ending when apparently ABS-CBN had to now rely on its produced programs like Mara Clara. You guys still remember that show? It was such a good show. Heck, my tita watches it. Anyway, Mara Clara and Mara Clara. That was actually such a good 90s show, which it was still produced by ABS-CBN, even at the 2000s range, because everyone was loving it. Because basically, I might want to revive it, Mara Clara, in the future. Another Kapamilya classic. Yeah, it was such a huge classic. Anyway, they now wanted to buy the entire leasing of airtime in E.A.T Bulaga. They literally tried to buy the rights to air, the whole rights to air E.A.T Bulaga from tape. And basically the latter refused, so just like ABS-CBN refusing to literally accept the 4:30 p.m. time slot, but literally they literally declined to literally take over the 4:30 p.m. time slot when a replay of the show was already gonna air. Because basically, instead of TV5 actually going live when it's showtime and goes on, apparently TV5 is just gonna air a replay of the show instead of actually it being live, because they were gonna do the live stream of E.A.T themselves. Yeah, that was basically the predicted name of Bulaga, of the new Bulaga, but we'll get to that later. So basically, here on 1995, they had new live to 2023. They had brand new segments like One for All for One, which was basically sponsored by the huge company of business chains Pure Gold. I'm not joking. Pure Gold, Aling Puring, which also sponsored the new TVJ. And that's what brings another entry to another trio on Bulaga. Introducing Joa Pow. Yeah, you guys already know them already. Jose, Wally, and Paulo. What a great trio! But the new one on the new Bulaga, they've replaced them with Bulutong. That's actually a bad trio name, and considering that you're literally on a noontime show. Well, I'm not talking trash about tape here. I'm talking about the trio. I'm literally talking trash about the trio. The reason why is because Bolutong would be literally the worst trio name I would ever hear from someone, especially Tape Incorporated. Because why Bolutong? No, that's literally not the Joa Pow's name. That's literally that. Use common sense next time you're literally naming trios for noontime shows. Guys, this is all the reason why you always have to use common sense every time you have to name a freaking trio. Because you have to use common sense, or else they literally make fun of it. Just like what I just did with tape. I literally had to make fun of Bolutong. Literally. Oh my god. I'm done. But on March 2020, and yeah, I know that there was the new segments, but now let's get to the dispute. Ding dong dong dong. Dong, dong, dong. So the dispute is one of the most saddest moments, especially the TVJ to TB5 part, but we'll get to that later. So apparently on March 2023, a Filipino news source apparently said that the Halosos were planning to kick out the TVJ. Apparently, they were literally trying to hire Antonio Tabera, Jesse, Ma'am Jenny, all those people away from Bulaga, even the TVJ. Hey, they all wanted Joa Pau, Antonio Tabera, all those people to retire, except for the TVJ themselves. The Dabarcats will improve, but this is literally one of the worst company strategies you'll ever accept in your entire life. That is until basically the entire country gets mad at you. Well, apparently for TBJ. Hey, literally, they don't have TVJ anymore now. Also, you guys gotta get your gains up now. This is your time. This is literally your time, just to put your gains up, not to literally put your gains down. That's exactly what they did when they lost TVJ. They literally had to put their gains down and announce new hosts rather than just salvage it. And literally just blame them for literally your company's failure. Like, I mean, yeah, sure, your company literally had success because of Bulaga of TVJ. Yeah, I know. But like, what the? You literally just blamed the TVJ for absolutely no reason. On Pep TV. Yeah, on Pep TV, they literally blamed him, the TVJ, and basically said that they are not trying to compare the TVJ to their show. Oh, but to be honest, I know that it was the basic original, because basically they were the original host of that thing. Like, what the why you gotta kick out your original hosts? Like, I mean, I thought they were gonna stay for much longer. And yeah, Tito Soto was basically right about tape. They had literally no right to celebrate the Bulaga's 44th anniversary. They literally have no right to actually do that. So, like, guys, if you're watching me, that was just my opinion kicking off. I'm not kidding when I say that tape is literally no right to actually celebrate that. Because TBJ could have celebrated it first. So they're gonna be celebrating it in their noontime show of E.A.T, one of my favorite shows now. And yeah, the tape dispute wasn't actually a good idea. Yeah, you know, kicking TVJ and now the entire country is mad at you. That's nice. Like, super duper nice of your company to actually do that. Like, I mean, I have never seen an entire company to be this dumb, to literally blame original hosts of shows for their failure to actually do the shows with new hosts. Like, I mean, dude, what the heck is what? Like, I mean, dude, like, what the frick is wrong with you? Alright, I'm actually getting almost a little oops right now because of what I'm eventually doing. So, yeah. Apparently, they have another noontime show called E.A.T. And they basically just said what E.A.T basically meant to them. And they said, ito ang true, ito ang totoo, ito ang inood, all these meanings, but I prefer everyday all together. Yeah, everyday all together. There's literally no good slogan after the everydays. Or actually, the slogan I would like for E.A.T is everything is all true. in, then singing a karaoke song, then the TVJ completely coming in, and after their story about what happened to E.A.T Bulaga, it was their original show, but there are also things that happened right before this. Apparently, E.A.T Bulaga host named also Joe Apao, they basically claimed that the TVJ was basically doing something, and then they basically just ended off with all comedy. And then they announced the title of what it already meant to them. E.A.T, Everyday Young Tawana. How about that? That would actually make for such a good title. Oh, what? Dude, that's rigged. So yeah, that would actually pretty much make for such a good title. And they just basically entirely announced the show. That's it. They're done. Alright, so now, do they actually own the trademark? Well, who actually needs to own the trademark? Of course, it should be tape, right? They literally registered it for it, so they had to basically own it. Dude, I'm sorry, but you're actually pretty much wrong on that. Because one of the hosts one of TVJ's people, of course, it's the J, Mr. Joey De Leon, was the one who coined it. And I know the taping part registered it, but dude, they literally owned the trademark. They coined it. They thought of that. That was an original idea. Straight from them. You copied it into an entire noontime show that gained thousands of traction on social media. Especially that one of the episodes gained a lot of traction on social media. Because Joey De Leon was the one who thought of that, not Team Ink themselves. So it's true. TVJ the lawyers who this are right. The TVJ, they basically owns the trademark, and the lawyers who defend the tape are basically wrong. They own the trademark. But if you guys are actually on with tape, comment down below. Meanwhile, if you're with the TVJ, leave a like. It would basically help out on the channel, right? So yeah, thanks. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, we'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.